why do you actually need any investment at all if you're going to be making however much it is this year?
Well, basically, as I said earlier, another way for us to be able to get more clients is by knowing important people in the UK. And for us, knowing an investor who has probably a database of 200 companies, that's what we want. So it's not only money, it's also the expertise we get for the UK investors, and that's why. Thanks a lot.
Okay, which means we have just one more pitch left this evening in our Angel's Den, and that comes from Renato Fantoni. Now, he was once a student here. He's now a visiting lecturer in leisure and tourism, and he's here to present an idea from his company, Fantoni Business Input. Please welcome Renato Fantoni.
I have a burgeoning business coaching and training company. This is something I've been doing for some years. Most recently at the university, in fact just about a month ago, I was doing some pre-placement workshops with students from this very school, the Business Studies School. They've done their second year, they're going out into an industry. Some of them, by the way, got some fantastic jobs. And I was running some workshops and doing some coaching with them so they know basically that when they get to this new place of work, there's not exactly going to be a red carpet waiting for them, but maybe other types of greeting. The main thrust of Fantoni Business Input is going to be through the branding, and this is what this thing is you can see behind you, footwork. Now, I wrote this book, well, I've been working on it for the last 4 years. It's one of those things that I start and I stop. It's pretty much complete now. Why I feel this book is important, and what I'm seeking for is assistance with getting it published and self-publishing it in a collaboration with another publisher, is that I see it as the brand, the thrust of the marketing behind what I want to do. Because what footwork does, the subtitle you can see is Lessons from the Academy of Football. It takes analogies and stories from football and translates them into real life. Some of it is tongue-in-cheek, some of it is quite serious. There's also a bit, can you see it? It doesn't quite show, called vocabulary, which is kind of a football English dictionary, which takes terms from football and translates them into real life. The feedback I've got is very positive. So thank you for listening. Angel Dragons, if you'd like to ask me any questions.
Sorry, I didn't get a figure from you. I might have missed it. What is it? Were you asking for £6,000?
Yeah, £6,000 is what it costs. So I'm asking essentially for up to £6,000 because if somebody puts in a certain amount, then I will match the rest of it. Yes, what I should have explained was, I suppose this is nitty-gritty, isn't it, really? As I said, I'm not very expensive raising money on this kind of basis. For £6,000, I'd like to say to whoever puts the money up, that would give them branding on the front cover. Okay, so we could, oh, it's gone now, but so it would be, so if you have a company you wanted to promote, it could be that company's book. And then we'd have to then work out how we're going to license it to the other people as well to really get this thing to start moving.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To our Angels and to Renato as well, everybody.
Thank you.
Which means we have seen all of our 4 pitches this evening, made to both our Angels, who may well be investing, as I say, afterwards, but you guys, you get to invest now. You don't have to actually reach into your pockets, you'll be glad to hear, but the university is stumping up £1,000 and they're giving it to you to give away. So hopefully you've got one of these in your hands right now. Basically, you just have to press A, B, C or D. A relates to Tim and his mobile solutions, so the first one. B is number 2, that was James, who remember with the safety hinge. C is number 3, Hyra with his Kosovan-assisted web magic, for want of a better term. So that's quite nice, you might want to use that. And D is number 4, Renato, of course, with his fancy footwork. So those are those. If you press E or F, it's not that hard, but if you press E or F, don't worry, because it simply doesn't count, so just go and press a different letter instead. Okay, so if we'd like to start the voting now. Now, I understand that the votes have all been counted, and to announce the winner, we'd like to ask Joe Connell, who's the chair of the university's Board of Governors, to come and present that cheque of £1,000 that you guys had decided. So please welcome Joe to the stage. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Okay then, so that's not quite an envelope. They didn't do envelopes big enough in Staples. So if you just turn, yeah, if you could turn that round for us. And the winner is James Stamp. Okay, so well done. How does that feel? You pleased?
Pretty good, yeah.
It's all good.
Thought again.
So what are you aiming to go forward? You taking good stuff from tonight?
Yeah, good stuff. Get that pattern finished, make it worldwide, and then go from there.
Okay.
Talk to manufacturers.
If you see that on those doors in years to come, you know exactly where it came and who could probably lend you a £5 or two, because that's money. Obviously, it's the end of this evening, but of course it isn't the last the University of Hertfordshire will see of these entrepreneurs, because they're going to be offering further support to expand their businesses as well. So it's all good for all of them this evening. Before we leave though, please can you put your hands together for our angels this evening as they leave the stage if they'd like to. That's Sandra Oldfield, David Richards and Simon Gore. Thank you very much. And congratulations. In fact, can we have another round of applause for all of our entrepreneurs who have clearly put a lot of effort into it this evening and been great. Congratulations to you, James, as well, and to everybody involved in organising it. I think you'll agree it's been a great first. Let's hope it's the first of many. I think it's been great. UH Angels pitch. Most importantly, well, not most importantly, but I think you've been brilliant. He certainly thinks so. So thank you very much for coming, and maybe we'll see you next time. Have a safe trip home. Ta-da! Well done, mate.